North Attleboro Community Television, North TV Sports presents the high school hockey game of the week. This afternoon from the A.J. Quetta Rink inside the New England Sports Village in Attleboro, it's a Hockomock League battle between the 3-2-2 King Philip Warriors and the 3-3 North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. I'm Mark Farinola bringing you the play-by-play with Del Malloy alongside. And our pregame report is presented by the Bell's Powder Coating family of companies. 4 companies under the same umbrella, all built around quality products and great customer service. They promise to provide their customers with complete satisfaction on every order, large or small, for high-quality printing, custom signage, or metal finishing. Everyone at Bell's is proud to support local sports coverage on North TV. Del, even though we're in the middle of January, we've only just begun the Hockomock League part of the schedule. King Philip is 1-0 and North is 0-1. So I have a feeling that both teams will have a lot to learn about each other in their first few trips down the ice today.
Yeah, and you know what? I think both teams are evenly matched. You look at these records, they're fairly close. What I noticed was how close they are in scoring, the number of goals each team gets per game. So I think it's going to be a case of which defense can hold the other down and which goaltender is hot.
Well, both teams are at or near 500, and they are outscoring their opponents, which is a good sign. North Attleboro has a 21-16 edge in scoring over its opponents. Their best win having been a 9-4 rout of St. Paul Diocesan of Worcester on January 4th. Cam Souza is leading the way with 4 goals. Caden Alberto has 3, and 6 others have 2 apiece atop the Rocketeer scoring ledger. Now, King Philip's been in a lot of close games in addition to their 2 ties. And both of those came in a holiday tournament that turned out to be losses in the tournament format, but are recognized only as ties in the MIAA because they were regular season games.
Yep.
Joe Robeson, who we saw on the football field, leads the Warriors with 6 goals, and Jack Gresham has 4, as KP has a 22-18 edge on their foes. So it's going to be a kind of, it will look like early season hockey in a way because, again, most of these teams haven't played much to this point, but I think we're going to see some pretty spirited action because they are 2 very good and long-standing rivals in the Hockomock League.
Yeah. We got quite a crowd here tonight too, Mark, and the contest hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, it's starting to show up, and of course they have to stand up in front of us.
Yeah.
But we'll take care of that shortly. As we're just about ready for the announcements of the starting lineups, and the national anthem will be played as well. And we'll take a quick break when that comes about, and then we'll be back for more hockey. Let's take a look. First of all, the uniforms on the teams. The Warriors, of course, in their green and gold, nice-looking shirts. Heavy green on the green, the gold numbers. King Philip across the front. I love that. North Attleboro with new uniforms this year. They are wearing, of course, white tops with red pants today. Big red stripe at the bottom of the shirt, and their numbers are very similar to what the boys' basketball uniform has. I don't know what the font is, Del, but it's kind of a skinnier number, but they're very readable from a distance, and that's always nice for our aging eyes. So we're about ready to see both teams get announced here, as it's almost time for hockey. And let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with the game.
Are you looking for high-quality printing, signs, and metal finishing solutions? Introducing the Bell's Powder Coating family of companies, offering a complete range of solutions for all your printing, signage, and metal finishing needs. With state-of-the-art technology and a commitment to customer satisfaction, we bring your visions to life with quick turnaround times and personalized attention. Whether you need custom signs, high-quality printing, or a durable finish for your metal objects, trust the Bell's Powder Coating family of companies to deliver. Bell's Powder Coating. Protect and perfect.
Hi, I'm Josh Paradise of Wealthbridge Legacy Partners, and here are some keys to winning financial planning. On offense, meet with an advisor to develop a solid financial game plan for accumulation in the first half, as well as income during your financial playoffs in retirement. On defense, huddle up with your advisor to review your insurance coverages and determine what strategies you can take advantage of to reduce taxes and keep more of your assets working for your team. Wealthbridge Legacy Partners, proud supporters of local athletics.
Asians Garage has been serving the North Attleboro area for over a century. Asians provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking out a chunk of your day. Asian's Garage, more than a century of service to the North Attleboro area.
So many people that know Steve from Strategia, and that weighs heavy with me, right? You know, if all my local businesses use him and know him and talk highly of him, well, he's got to be doing something right.
W.H. Riley & Son has been delivering premium fuels for nearly 150 years. They also install boilers, furnaces, and water heaters that you can depend on. Today's heating systems use the latest technology, enabling them to be smaller but much more efficient than the equipment that used to occupy our basements. Let W.H. Riley's trained technicians install a heating system and give you peace of mind during our cold New England winters. Rely on Riley for all your heating needs.
Welcome back to the New England Sports Village here in Attleboro, Massachusetts. The home rink for the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers, who are wearing their home whites, I guess. I thought they wore dark uniforms in hockey, but it's been a while since I've done my last hockey game, everyone.
They can wear what they want as long as they let the opposing team know.
And, I'm looking at my North Attleboro roster, and I do not have a number. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's the one I was right. In goal is Evan Sawyer for the Red Rocketeers. He's a sophomore. And for King Philip, it's Ted Dolan. He's a senior. And he's had plenty of experience. And I know he's had a couple of good games so far in this young season. So, 15-minute periods here. We're about ready to go with Joe Robeson going up against Cam Souza. Well, you had the two leading scorers of the teams going at it in the opening faceoff, and King Philip Warriors are trying to control it. They try to get it back in, handled on the stick by North Attleboro, and they get it out. So North now goes on a break. Chris Kalana tried to go in there, but didn't get it. Up against the boards, got stolen away, but they will have to retreat. Everybody had to get out of the end, and it was banged in back off the backboards again. KP will look to set up. Hockomock League hockey today. We lose a little bit of the view on the far end. Putting it on the north net was Jack Gresham. It comes back out. KP looking to control. And now it will come out it may go the length. I think they waved off any icing, and they did.
Yeah, they did.
So the Red Rocketeers will take control back in their own end line. King Philip intercepts. Oh, almost a trip there, but not called. North on the attack. That's Sean Kalana. And it's taken away from him. So there's going to be some physicality in this one right off the bat. Off the stick of Evan Sawyer. And tie up in front of the net. We'll have a whistle. Well, a little festivities here to begin the game already. A couple of young lads talking to each other. A helmet went askew. And I think we've got someone going off here.
We do. Oh, they have to. They can't let the game start like this and not get someone in the box.
It is number 19 for the King Philip Warriors going off, and that is Braden Barrows, the sophomore winger. Yeah. And he will be out for 2 minutes.
And a North player's out. I couldn't catch the number.
And Red Rocketeer is also in the other, so both teams will be going at it one player down, I believe.
Yeah, it's a good way to handle it. Send a message to both teams.
Yep. Well, some attacking right in the middle of the ice, too. So I don't think there's a lot of love lost between these teams, though.
No, this is good hard hockey right now. They just got to make sure they stay under control and don't lose their edge.
Taking it around the net was number 10 for KP, Tom Gately. Of course, we remember the Gately name.
Yeah.
His brother was a fine football player at KP. That one will go the length of the ice.
So you think they're going to hit tonight, Mark?
I think there's going to be a little hitting. I noticed that they didn't put the penalties up on the board. I don't know why they didn't.
Yeah, and they haven't put shots on goal up if there've been any. We may have a bare bones scoreboard.
All right. Come back out. KP looking to get on the attack here. That is Matthew Crotty. Takes it across. Couldn't find anybody to get it to. At center ice now, North Attleboro on the attack. Taking it in is Cam Souza. It's off behind the boards and behind the net, rather. Scrap against the boards to the left side of the goal. Now back out. Shot blocked in front. And that shot was by number 9 of number 16 of North Attleboro, rather. And that's going to go in a goal. And that's stuffed in front. And I got to wait till he turns around. That was number 23. That was number 23, Zach Foley, I believe. 12:05 left here in the opening period.
Great play by King Philip. One of the players headman the puck in, took the hit, and set up his teammate standing alone in front.
I don't know if they'll announce it. They are giving the referee over there is giving the score. And I didn't hear anything anyway, so we'll see if they'll do it louder when they come to around here. Anyway, the play is back under. It's go underway again, and with the King Philip. It was by Zach Foley in front of the net. He stuffed it in. Got it right on his stick, right in front of the net. No chance at all for Sawyer to stop that one.
I find that the goalkeeper is only as good as his defense.
That one will come all the way back behind the net, and KP will set up again. Behind the net is Sonny Bianculli. He's a junior. 1-0 here. Puck is loose in front of the net, and now behind it. North being a little aggressive here, trying to keep the puck in the zone, but it looks like KP will clear it. And they do, but not without some difficulty. There's some good forechecking going on here, and you see it right now.
The body checks are plentiful.
Spin move there, and a nice one by Tommy Frazier to try to keep it in the zone, but it comes out, and teams will change up. At least North does, but now you got a loose puck right in front of the net. Okay, behind the net, we lose a little bit of sight here on the near side of the net.
Nice save by the goalkeeper through a screen.
Okay, North clearing the puck up ahead on the break. Number 22 does not get it off. That is Chris Kalana. And back to the other end of the ice very quickly. This rink looks small today with the way these guys are going up and down the rink.
Yeah, they're flying.
Well, once again, Kalana brings it across into the left corner behind the net. It's going to pop out, and KP will have a chance. And one of the Warriors is looking, they are going to change up a full line change here with 9:51 left in the first period, and they have a 1-0 lead. The boys in green and gold. All right, taking it over behind the net. Having a hard time clearing it.
Yeah, North's doing a good job on the forecheck.
All right, in front, shot, rocketed, and I believe that was by, I think that was Ryan Shepard, but it comes back out, and yes, it was, and now we'll have icing on that play.
Yeah. North's playing unselfish, Mark. They're making the extra pass. They're looking for the open teammate.
Well, you saw them play against Brookline.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing you remarked to me is that you felt that they are a little bit more focused now on trying to find the better shot.
Yeah.
Getting the puck moving around a little bit.
Well, it's not me, it's we.
Face-off was to the left of the right of the King Philip net. It's still loose in front, but still cut at the line. It's held in, and North trying to press the issue, kept it out in, but now that's going to skip outside, and they'll fire it back in just to get everybody a chance to retreat and to set up again. Can KP get it out of their zone? They've been having a little bit of trouble at that, and there we almost had one right in front of the net. Almost had an opportunity there for number 23. That was Jake Santucci. He's one of the captains. I think he is the captain. I think they have alternates also. But
fired into the bench area by King
so
Philip.
we'll have a stoppage here with 8:43 left in the first period. KP up 1-0, but North pressing the attack.
I like the forechecks on the part of both teams, Mark. This is going to be a real aggressive game.
Del, I forgot to mention this, and I'm going to kind of see if I can read it fast. Today's keys to the game are brought to you by Strategia. Just like the teams competing today, success starts with a winning game plan. Strategia creates custom strategies to skyrocket your business to the top of Google search. They will customize the perfect digital game plan for your business to help you dominate your competition. And that is Strategia, the key to victory for your business's online presence. So, Del, you've mentioned a couple of things that you think these teams have to do. Yeah. I think, are they living up to what you're thinking they want to do at this point?
Well, yeah, but I think they're going to have to go a little harder. I think both teams need the forecheckers. They both have dynamic transition games. You can't let either team get going.
Sawyer behind had to push one over. He sends it over to the edge, and there was a big hit on the board. Now North trying to bring it out, and they successfully do. Missed the net on that shot. That shot was by number 17, Caden Albergo, and he's one of their top scorers too.
A lot of hits, Mark, a lot of hits.
Yeah, this is a physical game already. Can they do it for the entire length of the game? That'll be a big question.
Well, the other question is, what will the officials let him do?
Loose in front of the net, almost put on it. Opportunity there for KP's Sonny Bianculli. He's a junior looking to get offensive off of the defense as he is a defenseman. They run it around the boards behind the North net into our dead zone over here, but now it comes back out and it will scoot down all the way to the goalie.
Yeah.
And Dolan boots it out. And, well, we'll have icing down at the other end.
Yeah, KP tried to catch North Attleboro changing lines, but they weren't able to.
7:02 left here in the first period of play. King Philip leading 1-0 here. The face-off will be to Dolan's left.
Well, you came to see action. You got your money's worth so far.
Got plenty of it. You know, I gotta say, it's the best view I've had on the North Attleboro side in the games I've done here. Right now, it's just the KP folks are standing up over here, but that's all right. Hey, they paid to get in, right?
They did.
That one flipped into the corner. That's one thing I've noticed, that Ryan Shepard keeps the puck in play for the Red Rocketeers.
He does.
We have I think offside, was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so they are changing up on the fly. Well, actually not on the fly here. It was stoppage, of course, and the face-off will be outside the blue line.
The question would be, how much will the officials let them do in terms of the hitting and the aggressive play?
Puck around the net behind North Attleboro's goalkeeper, Sawyer. A lot of jerseys banging around in that corner. Still hasn't snuck out yet. Now it has. Bounced in on the net, almost put by, just missed the net, though, by number 22 for KP. That's Finn Cunningham.
Yeah, he couldn't get square. He was on an angle, couldn't curve his stick enough.
Still, KP pressing the attack now. Very, very vociferously attacking here down in this end, trying to keep the puck in the zone. Looks like North has a chance to get it out.
Vociferously, that was good, Mark.
Well, I tried French earlier. It didn't work. Although I did get it right.
Yeah.
I just had to be in a hockey mood. We have a stoppage here. The net has dislodged. 5:59 left here in the first period. KP leading North Attleboro 1-0. The tally on the board has King Philip with 5 shots on goal and North Attleboro with 2.
Seems like so many more, doesn't it?
There's been a lot of action back and forth, but a lot of shots have missed the net entirely. And that's the one thing, really, it's such a fast pace. I don't think they have the time to really zero in on the net. Another big hit over on the near boards.
They're too busy zeroing in
Out
on
in
each
front,
other.
and that was nearly a goal by Charlie Pelkey. He skipped it in. I think Sawyer was screened on it, but he did get he got it in his glove, and that'll mean there's a face-off to his left with 5:41 left in the opening period.
Sometimes it just hits you, Mark.
And again, the puck slips through the crease. Nobody was in a position to redirect it. Behind the net now, it's going to come out. Oh, that one almost went in. The shot by Pelkey, and it deflected, I think, off of Sawyer's glove.
Yeah. Goalkeeper didn't find it.
From the point again now. King Philip taking these long-range shots right now. That one was almost a nice little conversion there, and if I could catch the number, I think it was Henry Campbell. It might have been number 23. It might have been Foley. I think that's who it was, yes. So now banging. I just keep hearing boards banging.
Yeah.
Many of them we can't see from our position, but now the puck comes out. North Attleboro fires it. That was Sean Kalana.
A lot of stick work, too, in front of the net because they're big boys. They can't just move them out, so you see some sticks.
Puck makes its way down to the North Attleboro end where the Rocketeers try to clear it. But looks like KP's going to keep it in the zone. That one is stopped. Nice job by Anthony Malakitis.
Yeah.
That one's going to go back in again. And we have a whistle, and we think we have a penalty.
We do.
Is that a high stick? I really am not up on the hockey signals.
Well, also we can't see in the corners, so we can't
The official had his arm up and he tapped his raised arm. So
Yeah, nevertheless, it's Jacob Conley, number 11.
So Conley will go off for 2 minutes. And they do put the penalty on the board this time, so it's nice to know that.
Had to get the board warmed up.
Yep. 4:16 left here. Of course, they have that overhead board here, which I really do like that. Shot in front. Couldn't get by as KP, Sonny Bianculli tried to put it on. Now North on the run looking for a shorthander. Nice shot by Santucci, but a good pad save by Dolan.
Dolan wants to watch those rebounds. He almost put it on the stick of a North Attleboro attack player.
KP on the power play. And boy, there's some hitting in this one.
Yeah.
There's some hitting. These kids are going to come out with a few bruises today. Ooh, a little chippiness in front of the net,
Yeah,
too.
did you notice that, too?
I did, yeah. A little shoulder hit and then a stick pull.
Yeah, cross check.
Yeah.
Let's see how long the referees let that go.
In front, couldn't stuff it home. And that was a nice opportunity for KP's Joe Robeson. But Sawyer got his pad on it, and it was able to be cleared away from him. So 57 seconds left on this power play. And there's a stick loose on the ice, too, as KP tries to get the attack going. And there is a Red Rocketeer getting a new stick, but that stick remains out there on the ice.
Sure does.
And I'm surprised that somebody hasn't tried to clear it out of the way.
KP skater kicked that out of his attack end. It's a good move.
All right, KP with 29 seconds left in the power play. We have a whistle.
And we got, looks like a slash.
And we might have another penalty here. Could be on KP, I think. Let's take a look. They have 8 shots on goal for KP now to 3 for North Attleboro.
They're not calling anything. They're just...
No. Maybe they just want to get that stick off the ice.
Yeah, could be.
So there will be a face-off to the right of Evan Sawyer.
If you're North Attleboro, you don't mind the stoppage. If you're KP, you want to keep the momentum going on that penalty.
Straight-on shot by KP's Braden Barros, but Sawyer had it covered every step of the way. 2:39 left in the period. 23 seconds left on the King Philip power play. And another face-off to Sawyer's right. And there's the officials are kind of getting everybody in position. I think the officials are sensing that there's a lot of intensity here, and they want to make sure they stay within the rules.
They're whacking each other, just lining up.
They are. flipped in and directed off of the target by KP's Charlie Pelkey. And that one's going to go down to the other blue line. And with only 7 seconds left, I think they're just going to skate out the length of this power play. 2:19 left. 2:16, and the power play has been killed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hit at the middle of the ice.
Yeah, that could have been interference.
Yep.
He didn't touch the puck.
I wish I had Bob Wilson's skills right now. I think I'm going to need those because nobody called a fight better than Bob Wilson in his days as the Bruins broadcaster.
And there's a couple guys talking in front of the King Philip net.
Yep. This is got an attitude to it, this game. Exactly 2 minutes showing on the clock above the scoreboard, above the ice.
Yeah.
And there will be a face-off just outside the King Philip blue line.
Well, you don't want to be pushed around, but you also don't want to be the one doing all the pushing.
Slapped in to play into the far end was Jacob Conley putting it in there. And again, it's just bang on the boards. Oh, that one smacked off of a KP player. That one went off of the back of Bianculli, and that kind of might have saved the situation there. Now swept away by Sawyer. And I think that that might have been off the stick of Matthew Crotty. A little hard to tell from that end, but he was the guy who skated out of that direction.
I think you got it right, Mark.
1-0 King Philip, 1 minute and 22 seconds left in this opening period, and it's been fun. That one will be kind of guided. It went off the stick.
Yeah, I think the North Attleboro players didn't like the KP guy sticking his stick in on the goalkeeper.
It went off the stick of Dominic Bertino of North Attleboro, but I think he was just trying to protect it a little bit, but fortunately Sawyer just dove on it. And so we have 1:17 left, and we'll have a face-off to Sawyer's right. And we do have another penalty, Dell, and it's not going off for North Attleboro's number 21.
Yeah, I think it was
Cam Souza.
Yeah, he took retaliation on the KP kid. They're going to put an end to this.
So there will be a power play for the rest of this first period and then into the second period as well. And that's a guy you don't want off the ice for North Attleboro, Cam Souza. He's done his job so far this season.
He's a pretty darn good player and leader.
But I can see the officials want to try to keep this one under control.
Good luck.
And it looked like there's a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm out there, and I'm speaking euphemistically.
Well, hon, I'll be home. I got a nice, quiet hockey game to ref. Yep.
All right, keeping it out top, trying to direct it in off the stick of Sawyer. That was number 15. That was Jack Gresham. He's the second leading scorer for King Philip so far. They'll get it down to the far end of the ice. North kind of pestering a little bit in front, but now bringing it out for KP is Sonny Bianculli.
Now that's a good...
good glove save.
Yeah, no rebound. You don't want to rebound when they're coming at you at full speed.
46.7 seconds left in the period.
And we might have another penalty.
I think we do. And are they going to even things off a little bit? I think they are. Number 15 for KP, Jack Gresham, he's going off.
Yeah.
I wish they would announce these things, but obviously there's been some angst out there, and I think the officials are trying to assess from the angst.
Yeah, well, they let the players give an indication of how they want this to go, and now they're giving the players an indication of how it will go.
So the teams will be at even strength for the last 45 seconds here of this first period, but there'll be a little period of an advantage later. As taking it all the way to the back is Robeson. He gets boarded, and I think that's another penalty. I think.
They're really calling it tight now.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of contact, and I think the officials know they have to get this under control.
Yeah.
So coming off for North Attleboro now will be number 17, and that is Caden Albergo, and of course he is one of their best players.
Yeah.
So now we've got a lot of numbers up on the board, and they only have one open space left for a penalty.
And it's 4-3 right now.
32.2 seconds left in this first period. So there'll be a lot of penalty talk when we come back after our intermission break.
North Attleboro is still shoving people on the circle. There's
some angst out here, and the funny thing is they're both very close to each other in the ratings. That one gloved by Sawyer off the stick of Grady Bianculli. He's a junior. He and Sonny must be twins. I would not know otherwise. They're both juniors.
Well, the action might not be over, even though there's only 20. Look at that. Yeah.
Now they'll send that down the length of the ice. Out will come Dolan to catch up to it, and he gives it off to Tom Gately. As KP will try to start a rush. 15 seconds left in the period. Gately has it in the right side. Tries to center it. Couldn't get it across. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and that should be it for the first period. Amid a lot of bodies flying about and a lot of penalty minutes being assessed in this one so far. That's what we have so far. 1-0 King Philip at the end of the first period. We will be back with the Wealthbridge Legacy Partners intermission report right after this quick break.
Are you looking for high-quality printing, signs, and metal finishing solutions? Introducing the Bell's Powder Coating family of companies, offering a complete range of solutions for all your printing, signage, and metal finishing needs. With state-of-the-art technology and a commitment to customer satisfaction, we bring your visions to life with quick turnaround times and personalized attention. Whether you need custom signs, high-quality printing, or a durable finish for your metal objects, trust the Bell's Powder Coating family of companies to deliver. Bell's Powder Coating. Protect and perfect.
Hi, I'm Josh Paradise of Wealthbridge Legacy Partners, and here are some keys to winning financial planning. On offense, meet with an advisor to develop a solid financial game plan for accumulation in the first half, as well as income during your financial playoffs in retirement. On defense, huddle up with your advisor to review your insurance coverages and determine what strategies you can take advantage of to reduce taxes and keep more of your assets working for your team. Wealthbridge Legacy Partners, proud supporters of local athletics.
Asians Garage has been serving the North Attleboro area for over a century. Asians provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking out a chunk of your day. Asians Garage, more than a century of service to the North Attleboro area.
So many people that know Steve from Strategia, and that weighs heavy with me, right? You know, if all my local businesses use him and know him and talk highly of him, well, he's got to be doing something right.
W.H. Riley & Son has been delivering premium fuels for nearly 150 years. They also install boilers, furnaces, and water heaters that you can depend on. Today's heating systems use the latest technology, enabling them to be smaller but much more efficient than the equipment that used to occupy our basements. Let W.H. Riley's trained technicians install a heating system and give you peace of mind during our cold New England winters. Rely on Riley for all your heating needs.
Welcome back to the A.J. Quetta Rink inside the New England Sports Village in Attleboro for today's North TV coverage of Hockomock League Boys Hockey. The King Philip Warriors have a 1-0 lead over North Attleboro. It's been a pretty aggressive game so far, and as you can tell, if you see the when we pan up to the scoreboard clock, you can see that there's an awful lot of penalty minutes up there as we'll enter the second period. Josh Paradise and his team at Wealthbridge Legacy Partners is proud to support local sports coverage on North TV. Wealthbridge can build you a financial game plan that will help you achieve financial success. Welcome to the Wealthbridge Legacy Partners Intermission Report, and don't forget to check out their website at mywealthbridge.com. Del, 13 shots on goal for King Philip, only 3 for North Attleboro. The shots on individual people have been a lot more.
Yeah.
And they've been battling with each other in this game, and we've had our share of penalty minutes. No goals off of no power play goals yet in this one. But as right now, as we're looking at the board, North Attleboro is going to be at a disadvantage after about a minute and a quarter here. It's going to be a short power play after all these minutes go off the board. But what are your impressions so far in this one?
Well, first, even though the officials tried to separate the players, let one team go off at a time, there was a lot of chirping as the end of the first team, the back of the first team left, and the start of the second team went. This is the nastiness, or I should say the aggressiveness, is far from over.
Well, the funny thing is they didn't play each other in football, so there can't be any angst from that.
No.
North Attleboro won their Super Bowl, and King Philip didn't. So I don't know what this just all must be hockey related. This must be the programs deciding that they don't like each other and they want to do battle.
And like unlike many other sports, these kids they've been playing against each other since they were little kids.
Yeah.
In the various youth programs. So there's a lot of tradition. There's a lot of rivalry, even though they don't play each other a ton.
Well, it's certainly been entertaining so far. I just hope that it does remain under control, though, because I don't call fights as well as Bob Wilson, as I mentioned, and I really don't want to see them either. I want to make sure that everything stays, and because there's some serious penalties in the MIA if people get disqualified. So
yeah, well,
you have to be careful about that.
I don't think we'll see fights, but we'll see some stick work and a lot of pushing and shoving and a lot of talk. It's up to the officials. I think they could have been a little stronger early in the game, and it forced them to come on real strong at the end. But I think they've set a tone for the remaining two periods.
We got the Zamboni out already. I think we're going to have 2 Zamboni visits in this game today. So that gives us a little time to talk about some things here. Of course, the coaches for the 2 teams, King Philip's coach is Toby Carlo. He's in his 3rd year. He is 28-13-7. That is a .656 winning percentage. He is the former coach at Medfield High, and his team at Medfield won the 2016 State Division II title, beating Lincoln Sudbury 3-1. And Neil Hall is in his 2nd year at the top of the Red Rocketeers bench. He is 8-17-3, .339, but they got into the tournament last year. They were the number 31 seed in Division II. They got beat by Canton. No surprise there. Canton is one of the true, gems of the Hockomock League. That was in the round of 32, and that was 6-1. And of course, they were playing at Canton's home rink. So what can you do about that? Last season, KP was 13-5-3. They were the number 8 seed in Division II, but they lost to number 25 Plymouth South in the round of 32. That was 4-3 at Foxborough on February 28th of last year. So that was kind of a shock for the KP Warriors. And there's a lot of new people on their roster this year, so I think that is something that they have to kind of really build there. KP, in its history, they've won 3 Hockomock League hockey titles. They tied with Franklin for the Kelly Rex Division title last year, and they tied with Franklin during the pandemic-shortened 2021 season. And once again, they tied with the Franklin Panthers in 2005-2006. That was prior to the divisional split in the Hockomock League, for hockey anyway. And North has never won a league title in hockey, and that's one of 6 current members in the league that have yet to be shut out. And I think they have right now, playing hockey in the Hockomock League, there are 4 teams in the Kelly Rex, and there are 5 in the Davenport. So out of the 12 league schools, I know that Stoughton is in a cooperative team with Brockton, but they do not compete in the Hockomock League with that co-op team. So a little bit of history between these teams, obviously, but in every sport, there's a lot of history between these teams, and I think that's what really kind of rules the day for them. The next game for King Philip will be against the Blue Bombardiers of Attleboro. That will be on the 15th of January, and that is going to be, I guess, here, because it's Attleboro, and this is Attleboro's home rink. The North Attleboro, that was King Philip. I'm sorry, King Philip's next game is at Attleboro, and North Attleboro. So I've got to make that whole last sentence go away, because now I'm reading my notes correctly. The King Philip game against Attleboro will be at Foxborough. That is that's the home rink for KP, and that will be on the 15th. North Attleboro's next game will be at Taunton. That'll be at the Alexo rink on January 15th. That's a 4 p.m. start. Del, that's only the second hockey game I've done this year, and the first one was a girls' game over at Foxborough. So there's there's a kind of a, to me, it's like I'm trying to get used to it again, getting used to the pace of the game. And boy, they threw a fast game at me today, didn't they?
They did. Well, just look at the scoreboard. It's in between the first and second period. We've never seen this many lights on.
No, there's definitely a number of lights on this board because of the penalty minutes that have been assessed, and they will be going on for a while.
And hockey's such a different sport. I don't think either one of the coaches is saying, "Hey, tone it down, guys." They're probably saying, "Be a little more careful."
Yeah, I would think that's the kind of the approach. But you want your team to be physical. You want your team to be able to play hard and to play with a lot of confidence, play quickly. But the fact is that you also have to be careful because aggression can multiply, especially in a sport that kind of glorifies it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that you have to be aware that there are certain things that you cannot do, and if you're going to do them, you need a couple of officials out there that are going to get everything under control, and I think that's what they are trying to do out there. So, Del, if you had any thoughts about what you've seen so far, the teams will kill off the penalties within the first 2 minutes, unless something else gets added, of the second period. At that point, how should they approach it? How should these two teams go about it?
I wouldn't change much. I'd just be careful on the chippiness. The checking is good. It's a little frisky on the face-offs, pushing
notice
players
that they're
out
really
of the way.
jockeying. They're jockeying for position out there.
And I think the official not dropping the puck has made note of that and might mention something to the coaches. And I think the best type of officiating is preventative officiating. Just let the coaches know what they're going to be looking for, and the coaches can relay that to the players if they wish to.
Coming into this game, here's the scoring so far. Joe Robeson had 6 goals for King Philip. Jack Gresham had 4. Charlie Pelkey had 2. Finn Cunningham had 2. Bryson Cloutier had 2. Grady Bianculli had 2. Braden Barros had 1. Tommy Frazier had 1. And Tom Gately had 1. And Evan Regan had 1. And then refresh me as to who had that first goal, Del. That was by Foley, okay?
Yes.
So Foley added that. Now KP has scored 23 goals on the season, and they have allowed 18. For North Attleboro, the scoring has been Cam Souza with 4, Caden Albergo with 3, Anthony Malakitis with 2, Chris Kalana with 2, Don Bertino with 2, Jake Santucci with 2, Sean Kalana with 2, Kaysen Gagne with 2, and Jacob Conley and Jamison Hardy both with 1 apiece. North having scored 21 goals and allowing 16. So they've almost finished off the ice here. The official is pushing the net back to one end, and I'm sure he'll go out and get the other one. So we are a minute 43 left. We will take a quick break before we come back for the second period of play. Remember, this has been the Wealthbridge Legacy Partners intermission report. We'll have another one between the second and third periods. We'll be right back after this break.
Are you looking for high-quality printing, signs, and metal finishing solutions? Introducing the Bell's Powder Coating family of companies, offering a complete range of solutions for all your printing, signage, and metal finishing needs. With state-of-the-art technology and a commitment to customer satisfaction, we bring your visions to life with quick turnaround times and personalized attention. Whether you need custom signs, high-quality printing, or a durable finish for your metal objects, trust the Bell's Powder Coating family of companies to deliver. Bell's Powder Coating. Protect and perfect.
Hi, I'm Josh Paradise of Wealthbridge Legacy Partners, and here are some keys to winning financial planning. On offense, meet with an advisor to develop a solid financial game plan for accumulation in the first half, as well as income during your financial playoffs and retirement. On defense, huddle up with your advisor to review your insurance coverages and determine what strategies you can take advantage of to reduce taxes and keep more of your assets working for your team. Wealthbridge Legacy Partners, proud supporters of local athletics.
Asians Garage has been serving the North Attleboro area for over a century. Asians provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking out a chunk of your day. Asians Garage, more than a century of service to the North Attleboro area.
So many people that know Steve from Strategia, and that weighs heavy with me, right? If all my local businesses use him and know him and talk highly of him, well, he's got to be doing something right.
W.H. Riley & Son has been delivering premium fuels for nearly 150 years. They also install boilers, furnaces, and water heaters that you can depend on. Today's heating systems use the latest technology, enabling them to be smaller but much more efficient than the equipment that used to occupy our basements. Let W.H. Riley's trained technicians install a heating system and give you peace of mind during our cold New England winters. Rely on Riley for all your heating needs.
Welcome back to the New England Sports Village here in Attleboro, Massachusetts. The A.J. Quetta rink, of course, named for the very inspirational young man from Bishop Feion High School. We are ready for second period action here. The King Philip Warriors having a 1-0 lead over the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. King Philip will have a brief one-man advantage. And then they'll be playing at even strength for a little while, and then KP will finish this whole penalty mess off with with a couple more seconds left with what would be a quick power play for them. So right now they should be out there with the advantage with two Red Rocketeers in the sin bin and one Warrior. Del, we're almost ready for another period. Let's see if they had the riot acts read to them in the locker room, or whether they're just going to come out and ready to knock heads again.
Well, I don't think the coaches are going to tell them to tone it down. They're just going to tell them to be a little bit more careful.
All right. King Philip controls the puck on the opening faceoff. And again, there's a lot of ice out there. Not as many players. If the Rocketeers can kill off this period, this disadvantage, boom. That one hits the glass behind the net. Getting it back immediately is Tom Gately. Boy, I'll tell you, people are still flying all over the place here.
Yeah.
Okay. There we know. That's the tone of it so far. 14:23 left here.
It's okay.
Guys, down. All right, in the corner. And now closer to center ice as everybody's battling for the puck here. There's so much ice space out there that you're really not having sharp passing right now. But we do have one of the penalties killed off, and now very brief, in 3 seconds, 2-1. Now we're going to have just a one-man advantage for KP.
Yeah, and at the start of a period.
And it's only 10 seconds left, so
yeah.
Everything basically got killed off, amazingly.
It's tough to start a period on the penalty.
That one will go behind the net. I had to do a little housekeeping there for a second, Del, just to make sure we could see the ice. Okay, now behind the net, King Philip now as both teams are at full strength. Popping it right onto the glove and then kicked out again. That was being Cooley with that opportunity, and now another save, and I think that was off the stick of Damon McKinnon, I believe.
Yeah, and most importantly, no rebound.
Yep. Well, that's what Sawyer's had to do, is he's had to make sure he gloves these things and keeps a hold of them, because KP immediately swarms the net. KP with allegedly a 16-3 edge in shots on goal in this game so far. I would think that's close.
Yeah.
They might have missed a few early, as coming in and trying to put the puck on the net immediately was North's Sean Kalana. But that's going to go the length of the ice again. But no icing on this one because everybody had a chance to catch up to it, I think. It's kind of like helter-skelter out there a little bit right now.
Yeah, they're running
around.
That
was knocked
a bit.
away off the shot from the point and a whistle. That shot from the point was from Bianculli. And so both teams will change up after kind of a pretty fast-paced opening shift.
Yeah.
And nobody brought any pizza for us, though.
No, that's not thoughtful.
12:42 left here in the second period. KP still leading 1-0. The face-off is to Sawyer's right. Won by King Philip. Slapped around the boards. North trying to clear it. Kept in by the Warriors. Still having trouble getting it out of their zone is the Red Rocketeers. They finally get it over their blue line. It looks like KP is doing a pretty good job of pestering now. Tried an opportunity by North's Evan Tatro. At least it kept it in that end. I think he was just trying for the net, but he couldn't get to that direction. But it bounced in and gives North a chance to set up their offense. But that's going to come out. And here comes Gately. Gately into the left corner. It slides around. We're gonna have another penalty, folks.
Yeah.
I think that's boarding. Let's see who it's on.
Well, there's an off-audible player not getting up. We can't see, but the whole team's going over that way.
And going off, I believe, is Gately. Gately for King Philip is going to go off. So North Attleboro will have the power play with 11:59 left here in the second period. And they will have the face-off down in the King Philip end as well.
Yeah.
And there it is. Gately, 2 minutes.
Boarding's a tough penalty.
Well, you could hear the impact. We couldn't really see it that well because that's where all the North Attleboro lads and lasses are standing right up against the ice. All right. I didn't hear the announcement that well, but kind of rattles around here off the rafters and the aluminum at the top of this rink.
There's not a lot of sound absorption.
All right, coming in with the power play and ridden off the puck was North's Jake Santucci. North behind the net will try to set up again. 1:33 left on the penalty, 11:30 in the period. Slapped and just misses the glove side, and that was Dominic Bertino who got his puck, get a stick on that one. Now North trying to keep it in, and they do. That shot misses the mark. That was by Jacob Conley. They're trying these shots from the point and hoping that maybe there's a rebound situation coming up, but KP will change up. 1 minute left on the power play for the Red Rocketeers.
Both goalkeepers have done a good job of controlling rebounds, but you always hope for one.
Just so many shots just have not really been on net in this game.
Yeah. No, they're not balanced when they shoot it. They're not square and balanced.
And I think that's kind of what North has kind of had a little bit more problems with that than KP, because they are trying to just get it towards the net somehow and hoping something will happen, kind of the way KP scored its first goal.
Yeah.
And only goal so far. 29 seconds on the power play, and it goes back to the other end of the ice again. So can North mount an attack here? Again, they're just having a lot of trouble getting out of their own end. 10:17 left in the period. 16 seconds left on the power play. That one's going to roll in, and Dolan will slap it aside. It'll be picked up by North's number 9, that is Charlie Pelkey, and that will go all the way down. So it looks like King Philip has successfully killed off this penalty. And so 9:59 left, and both teams are back to full strength. And another whistle.
Let's see if we're back to the chippiness now that we're full strength.
So I think we have, do we have icing on that one? Yes,
I believe so,
did.
yeah.
Yep. Yes, we did. 9:54, second period. King Philip clinging to that 1-0 lead, you know. They had an opportunity in front of the net, and they cashed in. And after that, it's been a lot of mayhem and a lot of shots, but nothing going into the twines. So here's the face-off to the right of Sawyer. That one will skip in and be directed off to the side by the goalie. North looking to start something. King Philip keeps it in, and putting it in on net was Vinny Menendez of KP.
And the North goalkeeper stopped the North player from going in the net. It was very nice of him.
9:40 left. We will have a face-off to the left of Sawyer. Taking that face-off will be KP's Joe Robeson. And I can't quite see the Red Rocketeer number. Their numbers in back are nice and big. Sleeve numbers not as big.
Yeah.
But nice looking, you know, good sharp, you know, traditional uniforms. Nothing, the sweaters are readable numbers, and I like that. Behind the net, now slaps it back. Jacob Conley kept it away from any potential King Philip handling there, but can North get it out? they're having a trouble, and then that one that's put on, I didn't see who got the shot off. Was that, that might have been KP's Jack Gresham.
Yeah, we just can't see in the corners, so we...
9:12 left in the second period. It's still 1-0 KP. Face off quickly. Won by North in this instance. That one comes out over the blue line. Now there's a possible breakaway there. And ridden off the puck was Jake Santucci. It looked like he had a quick window, but he had a King Philip defender in on him too.
Yeah, that was a good play by the King Philip defender. He rode him right off the puck.
All right, North still in the attack. In front. Oh, and a nice shot save. The first shot by North's Cam Souza was a terrific save, right on target.
Yeah.
But he had to react quickly. Dolan did, and then there was a rebound opportunity. It didn't go anywhere. The puck went down all the way down the ice, and we have icing. So with 8:32 left here in the second period, 19 shots on goal for KP, and I think that's legit, really.
Yeah.
At least their shots are hitting the net. North's attempts are going wide and not getting redirected. All right, that one's going to come over center ice. Holt hanging on to it. Opportunity in front of that. That's going to go in. I might have to wait for the announcement, but I think it was redirected in by, I believe.
Let's see who goes to the bench first.
I don't know. Are they going to say that it might be waved off here? It was pushed in by King Philip's Finn Cunningham, I think, but the net might have been dislodged. So let's see if they're going to wave that off.
Yeah, no goal. They're explaining to the coach now.
I think that's what happened. There was a big pile up in front of the net. Finn Cunningham got his stick on it last, but by that time the net had dislodged. So 8:17 left, and that will be a no goal. But King Philip will have the face-off to the left of Sawyer. They get it back out at the point, and I'll work it around. In on, and that was Cunningham again who put it in from some distance, and that one skips out, and it will be a face-off. 8:05 left. Well, that was unfortunate that net had dislodged for King Philip.
Yeah.
But very fortunate for the Red Rocketeers. Face-off will be to the left of Sawyer. Boy, they don't waste any time putting that puck down once everybody skates into position.
No, they want to get going.
They want to go home, I think. All right, that one's going to skip by, and maybe there's an opportunity there, but recovering is Charlie Pelkey. That one got by him originally, so everybody had to retreat anyway. Now North Attleboro not really in a position to get a good attack here, but that's a mishandling of the puck again.
Yeah.
And so North now has an opportunity here. In front. Oh, it bounced off the stick. Bounced off the stick of Sean Kalana. That one's tipped in front of the net. No, doesn't make it to the net. And now North will regroup. It almost looks like a power play, but now it's going to get slapped around. North is controlling it. That is Jacob Conley bringing it up over the blue line. That is a whistle as he got. Was there a whistle? No, there wasn't. I thought there was.
It was a high-pitched scream by a girl in front of us.
Okay. They got to hire her in Hollywood. They need people who can do the screams. Okay. That's good living. People can make a living doing that. All right, Red Rocketeers bring it back in. Putting it on the net at first was Shepard. Gets slapped away. Dolan was on top of that one. And now in front, that looked like it would be a trip, but I don't hear anything called.
Well, I think the KP skater ran right into the North defender, so he'd have to let that go.
And then down at the other end, Albergo had a shot down there, and he's down, I believe. No, it might be somebody else. Let me check.
Game's heating up again.
It is him. It's Caden Albergo. He's making his way back onto his feet, onto his skates, but I think he's going to get a little help getting off the ice. Yeah. He felt that.
Not every hit's a penalty.
No. So he will go off in some discomfort. And the Red Rocketeers will have a face-off. And are they going to take the face-off out of the zone?
Yeah, I believe so.
Or did somebody call a timeout here? And I think that might have been the case. I think we might have a timeout.
Or the officials are giving each team a timeout.
Go stand in the corner, boys.
Yeah.
There was some pretty strong physicality going on there in the last couple of seconds. So you could just see it starting. You could see it starting to rise. 6:31 left here in the second period. King Philip with a 20-7 advantage in shots on goal, but only a 1-0 advantage on the scoreboard.
You know, they're not scoring, but their defense is really playing great.
Face-off is outside the blue line. Won by North, but now King Philip comes away with it. Into the corner. Slapped around behind the net. Out in front. Opportunity. We're looking to find somebody in front. Was Menendez of KP. That one will go again back behind the net. That will be an icing call. 6:03 remaining here in the second period. And again, it's been physical.
Yeah.
To quote the late Olivia Newton-John, let's get physical.
She was good.
Face-off will be to the left of Dolan in the King Philip end. And it is slapped around, comes out. Looks like KP's trying to get something. Now stolen away very nicely. Kind of pickpocket there by Jake Santucci. And North will try to turn it around and see if they can get something going. They can't. And another whistle. And I'm trying to see what.
He's just getting a puck.
I think no, we're just getting a puck. Okay,
Yeah.
that one bounced out. Okay. First, I thought I saw another player going to the penalty box, but not the case.
Not yet.
5:46 left. 1-0 KP. Stolen off the stick of a Red Rocketeer and then slapped into by Owen Donahue, but it was wide of the net. Now KP taking a few chances on the long shots here and there.
Yeah. Just pinning North as far back as they can.
Oh, just slid outside the crease. That was Bianculli. Now that one's going to escape the zone, and everybody has to come out and reset. And they do. Slapped in by Sonny Bianculli. 5 minutes almost. Right in front of the net. Stop. What a bid that was by Tommy Frazier, but and the net did kind of dislodge a little bit too there, but that was point blank and he couldn't get it in.
Goalkeeper's best friend, Mark, the dislodged net.
Yep. 5:05 remaining here in the second period. Of course, we will have another Wealthbridge Legacy Partners intermission report once we get through these last 5 minutes. And maybe I'll even sit down for a minute.
Mark, you wield a tough stick. There isn't anybody in the 9 rows in front of us.
That's true. I did kind of discourage people, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
All right, that puck rolls behind the net on the North Attleboro side of the ice. I don't think either team has had an advantage in, I guess you'd call it field position in this. It's gone back and forth. Now, wait a minute, here we go. And that slips off the stick and almost taken away by North Attleboro's Don Bertino.
What I've noticed, they quieted down the aggressive play.
Yeah.
Both teams are looking to move the puck more than move the player.
Now, KP is really making it a little bit hard for North to get their offense started. But here we go. And again, slapped away. It looked like for a second that must have been a big hit on the boards. I didn't see it.
Yeah, the player's just now getting up.
Yep, and you can see it now. In front of the KP net now as they are, where's the puck is. The big impact here was over close to the boards on our side.
And we got a penalty.
Well,
it's cross-check.
Cross-checking is going to be the call here with 3:52 left. And KP's Finn Cunningham will go off. So North will have a power play here, and they'll be back at even strength at 1:52. And let's see how King Philip defends this.
Yeah, King Philip's got an edge skating-wise, I
For
think.
all the penalties today, Del, no power play goals.
I don't think we see a lot of them. Do you, Mark?
I've seen, in some of the games I've done, I've usually seen something. You know, I like to be able to call them because it makes it sound like I know hockey. Oh, there's a nice shot on front, but what a great save there. That was Sean Kalana put that one right on Dolan. And Dolan then gloves that one on the bid by North's Jacob Conley.
Yeah, that was going wide, but he grabbed it, and it just calms everything down, lets his defenders regroup.
North Attleboro now credited with 9 shots on goal in the game.
Yeah, they're picking it up.
As they have the power play. Almost snuck out of the over the blue line, but they keep it in. KP doing some good forechecking, and they get the puck. Up ahead. Jack Gresham. And sliding into the net. That won't make a difference. Not only did the net dislodge, but the goalie dislodged, and 2 players were in the net there for a while.
Yeah.
And there's some discussion going on in front, but
Yeah, and on the side, one of the KP guys got his teammate away from an interesting discussion with the North Attleboro player. Is it starting up again?
well, we'll see. I think they thought there was a good opportunity there, and then you turn it up a little bit. You go to the next level on your Jets, and now he's going to kick a player out of there. I think that was Robeson who was banished from that face-off. 3:06 left, 1:13 left on the North Attleboro power play as they look to make this a tie game. Out in front, couldn't make the connection.
A little too deep, Mark.
That bid by Cam Souza in front almost was going to be the perfect bang-bang play.
Yeah, it was very close.
North having again trouble keeping it in. KP will change up. 39 seconds left here on the power play by North as they try to rush back to the other end of the ice, and here they come. Oh, goes off the stick of Conley as he looked like he was trying to change sides of the stick, and here comes North. Here comes KP rather. So while they don't get the bid for the shorthanded goal, they do take seconds off of this power play. Now there's only 13 of them left.
Time for one good shot and a rebound.
Well, they tried to get it in. That was Evan Tatro heading in now from the point, and a complete smothering of that puck. That was Conley, I believe, on the shot. Or was that that might have been Bertino?
Yeah, a few more players having a discussion. I think they're talking about geometry.
Yep, Dolan makes the save. There'll be a face-off to his left with just 1 second left on this power play. 1:52 showing on the clock. Face-off. Teams are at full strength. Battle behind the net. And I think the puck I'm not sure exactly why that was stopped.
So it was stopped by the official out at mid-ice.
So I don't believe there was a penalty assessed. I think there was maybe everybody just lost sight of the puck there for a second. All right.
Now I think he's blew down some substitutions.
All right. So that was King Philip's Sonny Bianculiga was shown back to the bench. And now we will have somebody come off.
Yep.
Maybe that might be on Dolan. I'm wondering if that was a penalty on Dolan that would have to be served by Vinny Menendez. Let's see. No, they're just going to put it up there on Menendez's number.
Yep.
Sometimes when they have those debates, it's a penalty on the goalkeeper and somebody has to serve. So now King Philip is at a disadvantage again. So North, their last power play was killed off. Too many men on the ice. That's what it was. There we go. And thank you for announcing that, folks. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it had to be something like that because the official at mid-ice made the call.
Yeah, it was clerical. It was not physical. All right, inside, looking for the shot. Oh, it's a goal! Terrific pass and a great shot. And once everybody goes away, I think it was 23. I think it was King Phillips, Jake Santucci, the captain, who punched that one in. Boy, I'll tell you, I wish I had replay at a time like that because there was a wonderful pass in front. Yep, and that's. Yeah, I got it. So the goal was by Santucci. He got the puck on his stick with absolutely a terrific chance, and he did beat Dolan. Now we have a tie score, 1-1 here, 1:06 left. The assist was by Bertino, and so both of those guys definitely warrant a gold star on that one because that was a great play.
Yeah, King Philip, coach wants a penalty, but it looked like his player lost an edge.
1-1 is the score with 35 seconds left to go in this second period. A terrific goal by Santucci off the pass from Bertini. Don Bertino. 18 seconds left in the period. KP, that was a power play goal too, and I tell you, I wanted to see a power play goal, and I did, as Dolan smothers that with 6.6 seconds left. Yeah, I see just a tad of the chippiness coming back again.
Well, they gave him a face full of ice, so we threw the puck in that direction.
So they gave him a little bit of a snowplow there for him.
Yeah, they don't like that. Goalkeepers don't like that, especially after the whistle.
Oh, absolutely. That's kind of like shooting threes at the end of a ball game when you're up by 25 or 30. Anyway, here we go. The puck, the face-off, 2 seconds left, 1. And we have a whistle here even before. And what do we have?
We're going to find out, but it's a penalty.
1/10 of a second left.
North.
And North's Sean Kalana will go off.
Yeah.
He's a freshman, but so
it's still 2 minutes.
You'll have almost a full 2 minutes into the third period.
Yep.
As that clock shows 0:0.1. High sticking is the call on Kalana. So there will be a face-off, and it will be in the North Attleboro end, and Robeson will take it. Can he get a shot off in a time that really shouldn't give him the credit for it because people can't react fast enough on the clock. And the buzzer does sound. So another wild period, but the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers have tied this one up. It is 1-1 against King Philip here. After 2 periods, we'll be right back with the Wealthbridge Legacy Partners intermission report.
Are you looking for high-quality printing, signs, and metal finishing solutions? Introducing the Bell's Powder Coating family of companies, offering a complete range of solutions for all your printing, signage, and metal finishing needs. With state-of-the-art technology and a commitment to customer satisfaction, we bring your visions to life with quick turnaround times and personalized attention. Whether you need custom signs, high-quality printing, or a durable finish for your metal objects, trust the Bell's Powder Coating family of companies to deliver. Bell's Powder Coating. Protect and perfect.
Hi, I'm Josh Paradise of Wealthbridge Legacy Partners, and here are some keys to winning financial planning. On offense, meet with an advisor to develop a solid financial game plan for accumulation in the first half, as well as income during your financial playoffs and retirement. On defense, huddle up with your advisor to review your insurance coverages and determine what strategies you can take advantage of to reduce taxes and keep more of your assets working for your team. Wealthbridge Legacy Partners, proud supporters of local athletics.
Asians Garage has been serving the North Attleboro area for over a century. Asians provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking out a chunk of your day. Asians Garage, more than a century of service to the North Attleboro area.
So many people that know Steve from Strategia, and that weighs heavy with me, right? You know, if all my local businesses use him and know him and talk highly of him, well, he's got to be doing something right.
W.H. Riley & Son has been delivering premium fuels for nearly 150 years. They also install boilers, furnaces, and water heaters that you can depend on. Today's heating systems use the latest technology, enabling them to be smaller but much more efficient than the equipment that used to occupy our basements. Let W.H. Riley's trained technicians install a heating system and give you peace of mind during our cold New England winters. Rely on Riley for all your heating needs.
Welcome back to the New England Sports Village here in Attleboro, Massachusetts, the A.J. Quetta Rink, where the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers have just tied the score. It's 1-1 against King Philip here in the second intermission. And this is, of course, the Wealthbridge Legacy Partners intermission report. Josh Paradise and his team at Wealthbridge Legacy Partners are proud to support local sports coverage on North TV. Wealthbridge can build you a financial game plan that will help you achieve financial success. Welcome to the Wealthbridge Legacy Partners intermission report. Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out their website at mywealthbridge.com. 1-1, the score by the Red Rocketeer captain Santucci. The beautiful pass by Don Bertino to put the puck on his stick right in front of the King Philip goalkeeper. And to be honest, Ted Dolan had no chance to stop that one. He had the whole net to choose from, and he managed to stick it in. So, and of course, King Philip will have a 2-minute edge right at the start of the second period because of another thing. That was the first power play goal we've seen of all these, amid all these penalties, Del. And of course, I'm Mark Farinella. Del Malloy is with me, and Scott Tooker's on the camera today. Good to be working with Scott again. Del, they look like they toned down the physicality a little bit, but when they needed it, it was on call and it came out.
Well, I think King Philip toned down the physicality. And North Attleboro, especially after they got the goal, just kept plowing into people. And I think that you'll see King Philip pick it up in this third period.
Well, we do have the Zamboni out again, too, so Del, we can go over a lot of sports topics. First, I'm going to go over the Hockomock League standings so far in boys hockey. King Philip, having played only one with a 1-0 record, if you do it by record, they're in first place. If you do it by the point system, they're not. But I'd like to go by record because that they haven't been beaten yet. So it's 1-0. I mean, 1-0 for KP so far. Attleboro 2-1, Franklin 1-1, and Taunton 0-2. In the Davenport, Canton and Mansfield both at 2-0. North Attleboro 0-1 rather. Foxborough 0-2, and Oliver Ames 0-2. Well, Del, we're well into the winter sports season, and as you know, we cover a various number of sports for North TV. We get to see some varied teams in different sports, and we really are lucky that we have some very good ones around. You and I started this season watching the Bishop Fee and Shamrocks play girls basketball, and of course they are defending state Division I champions, and to be honest, I think they still have a pretty good chance to get there again this year. I mean, they've been doing quite well. We'll have another one of their games coming up. They will be playing the Worcester South Community School. I forgot the date of that one, but the Shamrocks are on a roll. And I'll tell you one thing, it's very hard to find the record of that Worcester South team. They did go to a state final last year in their division. I think it was Division III. No, it was Division II, I believe. They did get to it, but they lost all of their players from last year. And that will be at Feehan coming up on a Thursday night, I believe. So we'll have a little bit different there. Del, you've made a few steps around the basketball world. You've seen the North girls play, and I saw them play last night for another cable system. If you talk, give me an idea of what your thoughts are and what you've seen so far in some of the other sports.
Yeah, well, I've only done 2 basketball games.
Yep.
So I saw Fian and I saw North, and I've done hockey. So the North Attleboro girls look a little bit better than they were last year, but I'd still like to see them go to the hole a little bit more. It's nice to hit threes. It's better to take free throws in my book.
That team is very young, though, and you've got a couple of freshmen and a sophomore who are really making great contributions already.
Yeah.
I was very impressed. Ava Pratt, the sophomore, the other night when I saw them play. They played Mansfield. They were leading at halftime over Mansfield, and Mansfield is one of the contenders in the Davenport division. But the Egan girl, and I forgot her first name. Do you remember, Del?
No.
Okay, but she's a freshman. She is a fearless driver. She will go right into – now she's part of the old Dighton Rehoboth Egan family that now lives in North Attleboro, and so there's basketball genes there, I know. So you get these youngsters to start play. They have a core group. They've got a couple of veteran players. They've got 2 4-year starters in Sam Sweeney and Mary Ellen Charette. But they're going to need this again. These kids have to grow. I'm impressed so far by what I've seen of their approach, and I think good things are coming from them. I've seen the King Philip boys basketball team a lot so far this season. KP boys, a lot of those guys from the football team, and they're getting the scoring from the guys you'd expect it from. Jack Assini, Brandon Nicastro, and Tommy Kilroy. You know, of course, we saw tons of them in football this year. But the fact is, if you don't have the other kids scoring somewhere along the way, that becomes a problem. And KP is averaging almost 60 points a game, but they're still allowing more points, and so they're hovering under 500. But they also are, right now, the King Philip boys were ranked number 32 in the first MIA ratings, so they would be in the playoffs. Of course, we still have a long way to go in this season so far.
Yeah.
And, I haven't really had a chance. I'm going to be covering the North boys later and for another cable system. I know that they're still struggling over there, but I see signs again every now and then. They don't seem to quit. You know, they work hard. They just don't seem to be able to. Some of the teams they face so far have been a lot better than them too. So, but I think that if you look at the Davenport, it's a strong division this year. Mansfield, of course, is Mansfield, but they've lost a game so far this year. They lost to Attleboro in the other division, of course. I think Foxborough is a much improved team in boys basketball. And you've got Stoughton got off to a great start, but they've fallen off the pace a little bit now. So there's going to be King Philip has an opportunity to make its way up and improve their standings. And the King Philip girls, whom I will be seeing in about a couple of weeks or so, they are off to a great start. They are totally new practically. Their most experienced veteran starter, Jessie Persky, hasn't played yet because she suffered an ACL injury in the offseason. They're hoping to get her back before the season's over. But they have a youngster, Tatum Morgan, a sophomore shooter, and Bill, you'd love this player. She is a pure shooter from outside. She can hit the threes. And it's not like she doesn't crank them up from her waist. When she's in position to get the shot, her teammates know to get it to her. She gets the ball up high, and she releases it immediately. She's hard to block. She gets open, and she has been almost over 20 in almost every game so far. Yep. So I saw them in their opener when I was working for another cable system, and I was saying, wow, this kid had a heck of a first game. I think she had 22 or 24, something like that. But you wondered at that point, well, she's, a new starter. Will she really be that good going forth? And yes, she has maintained it. And KP right now, surprisingly. As I said, the MIA power rankings came out, and here in hockey right now, North Attleboro is number 21 in Division II, and King Philip is number 23. And in the middle of them are Mansfield, number 22. So you got a Hockomock League cluster right now in the first power rankings that have been released. Obviously, a lot of time left to go. I mean, any of these teams can jockey their way up into a home game situation. You just have to be in the top 16. But a good start for these teams. When you look at the schedules for them so far, King Philip, they started with a loss to Brookline, It was 5-3. Then they beat Silver Lake by the 5-3 score. And then they had 2 ties in a row at Methuen and at North Andover. Now, those were in a tournament, and KP ended up losing those games in overtime. But because it is not sanctioned, overtime is not sanctioned in the regular season, they were able, those go down as ties in the rankings. And so then they lost to Newburyport, but they beat Foxborough in their Hockomock League opener 6-3, and then came back with a win over Bishop Fenwick. And they like to play Fenwick. I don't know why, but they always do get Fenwick either down here or up there. This one was down here, and that was a 4-1 win, and that's where KP stands, 3-2-2 so far in the season. North also played Brookline, and that's a game that you saw, and they won that one 3-0. Then they lost a couple of 2-1 games, one to Hanover and one to Westboro. They went to Fall River to play Diamond Vogue. They won that one 4-3. And then came the big win over St. Paul Diocesan. And finally a 5-3 loss at Franklin, where they did give a pretty good battle. Suzer, Gagne, and Sean Colonna scored late in the second quarter, and they gave North the lead in that game. But Franklin made a third period surge, and that ended up with a 5-3 win for the Panthers. And so that's where we stand right now, 3-3 for the Rocketeers, 0-1. Del, we've got a 1-1 score here going into the third period. What do you expect these teams to do as they approach and see what they have to do to kind of just gain an edge? And right now, again, King Philip will have a power play to start.
Well, I thought King Philip backed away on the physicality, and North did not, and it gave North an advantage. So King Philip has to pick up the pace. I think both teams understand what the officials are going to let go and play within that margin, and that will cover them quite a bit. But they just have to be careful now. You don't want to take a penalty in this third period. The game's tied. That could turn the momentum. But again, King Philip backed off on the physicality. I think they got to pick it up a little bit, and North just keep playing the way you're playing, because both teams are, I think, playing their style and playing it well.
Thank you, Del. I had a chance to get from my remote location now back to my broadcast locations. I was sitting down in front of us, but as you know, I have to grow all the way around because I can't put any pressure on these knees. All right, we're about ready to start the third period of play here, and it will be a man advantage for the King Philip Warriors. And they did take a second off of that penalty because they did have a 1/10 of a second before the whistle and before the horn sounded. So here we go, KP on the power play attack. That one slides to the left. That shot by Bryson Cloutier.
Yeah.
North trying to clear it and successfully does.
Yeah, King Philip's got to work a little bit on their position, and they had two players standing beside each other. That negates the man advantage. Dolan
came out to stop it for Cunningham. He gave it off. It's up against the near boards here as KP is trying to get it across. That's Sonny Bianculli. Behind the net, swoops around. Tried to find Grady Bianculli out in front. Couldn't. Now North with an opportunity here. Oh, that one just goes by the glove. Yeah. That shot by Cam Souza just a little bit too wide. As Bob Euchre might say, just a bit outside.
Yeah, North King Philip's playing a little tentative. They got to be more aggressive like they were in the opening period. North's taking full advantage of it.
44 seconds left on the penalty, and we have another breakaway and a goal! Cam Souza puts it in, and the horn sounds.
Yeah.
Ted Dolan couldn't stop that one as Cam Souza scores.
Well, again, KP was playing tentative. North took advantage of it. Two breakaways, they netted one.
That's Souza's 5th goal of the year. And boy, what a great shorthanded goal that was. 13:42 showing on the clock.
Now keep up the physicality, but play within the rules.
Unassisted, of course, because he stole the puck and he got it in. So now it's 2-1 Red Rocketeers, and all of a sudden, I hit the post. Another shot on the net, and it's gloved by Sawyer. That second shot by Tom Gately was dead on, and it was dropping on him, but nice glove work.
Not only unassisted, but short-handed.
Yep. So there's still 28 seconds left on the penalty, too. KP still with the man advantage, but now they're at the scoreboard disadvantage.
Yes.
Face-off will be to Sawyer's left. Out in front of the net, pushed off of the pads. Cunningham put it on him. Into the corner. Now North swings it around. Battle behind the net now. Collisions on plenty of them.
Yeah.
And then North will clear that one. 5 seconds left on this power play, so not only did they kill it off, they got a goal in it. 12:58 left in the period, and North Attleboro is leading 2-1. And I do think that the level of intensity has picked up a notch.
That it has, Mark. That it has.
A lot of hits on the boards here, and
And we
have
got a penalty.
Yes, we do. The whistle sounds. Let's see who's going off.
And it looks like a tripping.
And going into the net is North Attleboro's Jacob Conley, I believe. Let's see if when they put it up on the board. Yes, it is Jacob Conley, number 11. And boy, they didn't waste any time getting the play going again.
No.
These officials want to get this thing moving.
Well,
Back behind the net.
we don't have any TV commercials, so keep it going.
No commercials for Labatt's or. All right. Oh, it's in the net. That is number 4 for the King Philip Warriors. Sonny Bianculli slips it past the left glove, the left side, and that's where his glove hand is.
Yep.
And that goes in at 12:15. It's 2-2. Oh, we have some scoring, though.
That didn't take long.
Yeah.
We got a stick out on the ice here, and no one's claiming it.
12:15 remaining here to play. And that is a power play goal, of course.
Sure is.
So now when I was saying we don't see power play goals, we've seen 2 of them in this game and a shorthanded. So we've got all of the permutations in this one.
Permutations, Mark. Wow.
Oh, right in front of the net. It was almost bounced off a Red Rocketeer stick. But fortunately, directed aside for the Red Rocketeers. And Sawyer was awake on that one.
A lot of time left in this third period, so anything can happen.
The shots now, King Philip has 25 and North 12 as there's another big hit out the middle of the ice.
Yeah.
That one's off the stick. Almost a rebound situation. Dolan made the initial save. Nobody could get to the rebound, but his right side was open.
Yeah, North is playing the style that I think works best for them. Very physical.
And a glove save on that one by Dolan.
Yep.
And that gives everybody a chance to change up here. Another fast-paced possession. Two to 2 the score with 11:16 left. The face-off to Dolan's left. King Philip controls it. They're coming out. Puck will be put into the corner. Comes back along that line behind the net. And now North coming out. Kaysen Gagne was in control of that. Now it's up against the boards on the left side. It will sneak back out. North flips it in. And what do we have here?
Another penalty.
I think we have a penalty. I think, well, they're just going to be playing shorthanded all over the place.
Well, you gotta know what they're going to call. Just got to be careful.
All right, let's see. I'm not sure if there is a penalty, Dell. It might have just been the puck was
Over the
could have been off the top of the glass, and I think that's what it was. Face-off outside.
You nailed that one, Mark.
Yep. Face-off is outside the blue line, and of course it goes behind the net. King Philip now looking to get it out of their end, although there's a shot put in, and not a bad one by Ryan Sawyer.
Goalkeeper did not see it. He knew where it was coming from, but did not see it.
Again, still behind the KP net. Brought out by Sean Kalana. Now out top. That's Ryan Sawyer. He's a senior. He's a defenseman. Pops it in. North pursuing it. Tries to keep it in. They do. Another couple of big hits along the boards. People going to the ice.
That they are, Mark.
Sliding shot off of the stick of Sean Kalana did not. That would have been a miracle goal if that had gone in. 2-2 is the score, and boy, these kids are going at it. Well, I'm glad I got a good one, Dell. Behind the net, slapped out. North Attleboro tries to clear it, but cannot. King Philip takes command outside the blue line. Now they'll come back in. On the far boards, slapped out into the ice a little bit more by number 11 by KP. That was Owen Donahue. And now on the rush, North had to change up. They just wanted to get that puck in the end, so they gave them opportunity to. Still intercepted by the Red Rocketeers.
Yeah.
Battle behind the net. Think KP might have had the control of it. No, slapped away again. And that was some good hard work being done in there by Cam Souza.
And that's the end of the ice with the North Attleboro students are, and they'll give you a lot of encouragement.
Oh, yeah. All right, out top, being Cooley. Gets it in off the backboards. I'll tell you, it's just slapping, pushing, doing whatever they can out there.
Yeah.
Shot skips by. That was Jake Santucci who put that one, but it didn't make it to the net. It slipped to the left. And that one's going to roll in right on the keeper off the stick of Kaysen Gagne.
Yeah. You know, this is not an easy game to officiate. The speed, the intensity, the hits, the officials have done a good job keeping it under control.
8:18 left here in the third period. It's tied up. 25 shots for KP, but now 16 for North Attleboro as they have picked up the intensity when they're in the attacking zone. Face off to the right of Dolan. Controlled by North. Out at the point. Tried to slap it in was Ryan Sawyer. Now it comes across and KP ridden off the puck as he got down there was Grady being Cooley. In front. Oh.
Great pass.
It was. It just was no shot. Nobody got a shot off on it. That one behind now the North Attleboro net as King Philip looks to try to set up some sort of attack. But it goes right onto the stick of North's Anthony Malakitis. KP intercepts. Fired on it. Almost had an opportunity there, but puck rolled away from Caden Albergo. 7:17 left here in the third period. It's all knotted up at 2.
Yeah.
And boy, what action has been out there.
Well,
these kids are going to know they played a hockey game afterwards, that's for sure.
Early on, I thought King Philip had the advantage territorially, but now it's in favor of North.
A little trip up at center ice, no penalty on
No.
it. As KP now looks to try to slap it in and does. That directed in ended up by Braden Barrows. It ended up on the net, and so thus
I was waiting
Sawyer makes a stop on it just to stop play, and everybody catch their breath.
I was waiting to see the goalkeeper's reaction if he got sprayed with ice.
Okay, face-off will be at the to the right, and I think the official's bringing King Philip's Barros over to the net. I think he might be bleeding. I think that's looks like he might have had a situation where the official said, "Okay, you're gonna."
Yeah.
Nobody's attending to him though, so I don't know. He maybe just felt there was a reason he should take him off, but no penalty. So anyway, the face-off is controlled by KP. In front and a score! It is Henry Campbell, a junior, I believe, got that one. He is leading the parade. It was right out in front of the net. And a nice pass, and I believe the pass might have been from Zach Foley out in front. The face-off was won. They got the pass out in front. And so we believe that goal was by Henry Campbell.
Still a lot of time in this contest, but that was an important goal at this juncture.
.6:43 remaining, and KP will be in the lead, 3-2. I'll go with what I saw those kids making their parade. It is Campbell's goal. So now KP, with a 10-shot advantage on net, has now restored their lead in this game, 3-2.
Yeah.
But boy, there's been a lot of action in this third period. I'm wondering if the players are getting a little bit more tired. It's getting a few opportunities to put the puck directly on the net, because there really haven't been that many.
Now, at their age, I'm not sure they get tired.
Well, given the speed that they're going, I think that's still a possibility, to be honest. There's a lot of effort out there. All right, bringing the puck across for North Attleboro and getting dumped to the ice. And let's see, we have a penalty?
Yes, we do.
We do. And I thought that was I thought that was Santucci who was making the run, and coming off is Finn Cunningham.
Yeah.
So North will have an advantage for 2 minutes. It's 5:52 left here in the third period here at the New England Sports Village.
Yeah, it'd be good time for North to take advantage of this opportunity.
Face off to the left of Dolan. North controls. Holding is the call. As North looks to set up the power play. Slapped in, looking for maybe a rebound. By the way, our next North TV hockey game will be on Monday, January 20th, when these King Philip Warriors take on Bishop Feehan at the Foxborough Sports Center at 2:30 p.m. And then on the following Wednesday, Del, I believe you and Peter Gay will be back here at NESV for the North Attleboro Feehan game. That's a 6:30 start.
It should be a good contest.
It would be nice to hear Peter do a hockey game.
He does a good job.
Everybody does a good job instead of me.
That's not true.
I'm learning. I'm still learning this sport, but it's a lot of fun to watch, and I am just getting a real thrill out of watching all this action today, because we've had plenty of it. Power play for the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers here. It's got 1:14 left in it. North has it in the KP end. Off the pad on that shot. That was a long shot by Bertino. And now that's going to come out, and they will have to retrieve it. Inside a minute left on the power play. 4:48 left in the game. So I expect things to really pick up. These kids are going to leave it all on the ice today. All right, North will start. That's Bertino. Gets it across, but it's intercepted by his opposite number 4. That is Sonny Bianculli, and he puts it directly on Sawyer, who makes the save. 4:27 left, and KP trying to thwart this power play and protect its lead. The shots, 27 for King Philip, 17 for North Attleboro, according to the big scoreboard over the ice here at the A.J. Quetta rink. Face off to the left of Sawyer. Still in action right near the boards. Another whistle. What do we have? And we have a penalty?
We do.
I think it is. And it looks like it might be KP's Tom Gately going off, and it is.
And they're the team in front.
Oh, my. So North Attleboro will now have a two-man advantage for the next 28 seconds.
They got to take advantage of this.
4:20 left. Well. Timeout called by North Attleboro as they ponder how they're going to approach this two-man advantage here with 4:20 left in the game. 3-2, King Philip, and it's been an exciting hockey game so far. You know, it's hard to believe it's only the second Hockomock League game for both of these teams.
Yeah, well, they'll pile them all. There's not a lot of Hockomock teams.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's a shorter league. It's 9 members during the hockey season other than the 12 that play.
And you've got 20 games, so you got to find 10 non-conference opponents.
Speaking of that, I noticed that the latest rule changes that have come by at the MIA, I think lacrosse has lowered its number of games per season to 18 now. I think it was only for girls lacrosse because the boys are already only at 18 right now because of the fact that in the springtime it's tough to get playable fields. And if you don't have turf. Okay, here we go. The face-off is.
Everyone's got it.
Yep.
And we got
whistle.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Well, North hit a kid on the face-off.
So we're going to at least take one down to even it off a little bit. 24 seconds on the would have been on the two-man advantage.
You just got to be smart.
Now coming off for the Red Rocketeers is Cam Souza.
Got to be smart.
So with 4:16 left, you will have 4 skaters on 3.
Yep.
For a little while. Next 24 seconds as North comes out of the face-off. Takes it into the King Philip end. Behind the net. Out on the point is Jacob Conley. Slapped in on the net, saved by Dolan. And now it goes outside the blue line. North will have to regroup. They are down to even strength right now, 4 skaters each.
North's got to anticipate the goalie not trapping that ball. They got to go to the net on all shots.
And this is going to just be, they'll go to even strength within 4 seconds to 3 seconds of each other. That one hammers against the back of the boards and then hits in the strings of the net. They bring it out. Looks like KP wants to try to get up a rush here, but that's going to go into the end, but North Attleboro catches up to it, and right there is Don Bertino. 3:10 left in the game. In front. Not an opportunity, but it was close.
Yeah, North does not want to give up another goal.
3/4 of a minute about left in these 2 penalties. Stashed in front and stopped. That was Albergo who put it in on Dolan, but Dolan was alert, kicked it out. 2:41 left on the game clock, the period. It is a 3-2 King Philip edge.
Oh, nice shift.
Oh, just scooped and then saved. Conley put it on the KP net. So now King Philip's North is getting a lot of good shots here.
They are.
Battle in front. People going to the ice. They keep it in now. It's slapped out. North Attleboro loses. He has to come out. Tommy Frazier of KP slapped that one out. It goes back into the end.
Even strength.
They are both at 5 skaters each. And we'll see if North Attleboro at some point decides to empty its net to put on a battle here with 1:50 left. Behind the net, picking it up for the Red Rocketeers is Ryan Shepard. Can't get it out. Slapped around behind the net. That was Finn Cunningham who did that for KP. Now it's still behind the net. Shepard has it. Tries to bounce it off the boards. Does. KP intercepts. Looks like KP will change off some players here, as North did seconds ago. 1:21 left here, and we're going to keep an eye on that goal, as KP has it behind their own net.
Yeah.
We're getting down to a minute. Let's see if he vacates. KP, though, keeps it down towards that end. So we're at 106. KP with the 3-2 lead. Slapping it in center ice. Sawyer staying in position.
Yeah, anytime now. North's looking for a face-off in the KP zone.
Yeah,
that'll
that's
do it.
when they would want to do it, exactly. 47 seconds, and North having a hard time getting out of their own zone.
He's ready. He's half out.
Yep, he almost did, but now he has to retreat.
Yeah.
As the puck goes by him on the right, off the boards.
No.
They're just not able to get it in there. King Philip pressuring enough. He can't get out of the net. Now he's going to come out. Tripped up, and I think that's got to be a penalty. Oh, no, they didn't call it.
Nope.
I thought Chris Moore, maybe they did. Let's see. Are they calling Gately off again?
I don't know. Have to wait.
I think they are. Cross-checking, I think. I thought there was a trip beforehand that was not caught. So, well, here's an opportunity, as North can have a two-man advantage with Gately in the net, and the goal is empty.
Yep. 6 skaters against 4.
Yep. Well, here we go. The last 21.3 seconds left. Hang on to your hats, folks. We could have, and we're going to have a timeout called just so everybody can talk about it.
The problem with a lot of these odd man advantages is how often do you practice it?
Well, I got to admit, I've never played hockey except on my pond behind my house, and then I had to be the goalie all the time because I couldn't skate worth a lick. And I'll tell you, you can only get hit by a cold, hard piece of rubber so many times in certain places when you realize that's not your sport.
Yeah.
So right now, that's what they're talking about, is how they're going to approach this. They'll have the two-man edge if the North net will be empty. 21.3 seconds left. KP has had 27 shots on goal in this game, and the Red Rocketeers have put 19 on, and they've really had quite a few of them there of late. But it is a 3-2 King Philip lead. Can they get the equalizer here? Can North Attleboro tie this one up?
KP wants to be good position in front of their goalkeeper. Clear the puck whenever you get a chance.
The face-off will be to Dolan's left. And now the whistle, so the timeout is over. The Red Rocketeers will come out.
If North scores, this place will go crazy.
Oh, I'll tell you.
I think my fellow announcer will go crazy.
4 skaters for KP, 6 for North Attleboro. 21.3 seconds. The first shot is on net. No. Kicked out. That one just sort of rolled in, so it really wasn't that good of a bid. Let's see here. Slapped in, goes off the side of the net, and that was by Conley. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
That's it.
That's it. King Philip manages to fend off the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers, a two-man advantage at the end. It was the final score once again is 3-2 King Philip, and this is the Bell's Powder Coating post-game show. And let me just say that the post-game report is brought to you by the Bell's Powder Coating family of companies. 4 companies under the same umbrella, all built around quality products and great customer service. They promise to provide their customers with complete satisfaction on every order, large or small. Bell's is proud to support local sports coverage on North TV. 3-2 King Philip. Lots of shots, lots of physicality. Dell, this one had it all.
It really did, and as when the game ended, and the KP skaters are coming to mid-ice, they're waving to the North Attleboro crowd in the corner.
But they are shaking hands right now with the players and showing everybody's showing the proper
shaking hands with the officials.
Yep, they're all showing the proper respect for a game well played. wonder if there's still a couple of kids kind of talking to each other a little bit.
Yeah, there are, and I think coaches should get their kids to the benches.
I think that would be a good idea. Get them to the locker rooms.
Get them out of there.
Yeah. So, North Attleboro is now 3-4 and 0-2 in the Davenport division of the Hockomock League. King Philip 4-2-2 and 2-0 in the Kelly Rex division.
Yeah.
And I don't think this is too chippy. I think these guys are just kind of congratulate each other on a good job. And they are slapping each other out and hugging and taking a few pictures down there. So a great game today, an outstanding one. King Philip comes away with a 3-2 win over the Red Rocketeers. For Del Malloy and for Scott Tooker on the camera, I am Mark Farinola, thanking you so much for joining us today, everybody. The final score once again, King Philip 3, North Attleboro 2. Good afternoon, everyone.